Angelo from Exploring with Angelo is back in a massive stretch of Canadian forest, kicking off a new Randonautica series. But the woods felt different this time. A black van was sitting at the trailhead with the engine running, just watching.
Alrighty. Well, this is a little bit different. For once, I actually made it here, just in the nick of time, with just barely enough sunlight, at least going into the forest. So, welcome back, guys, to the channel, and we're back doing some more Randonautica for you. Going to be working on a series over the next couple of days, and just really want to know what it is that we're going to find, because we've been getting a lot of clues from like multiple different things. Still have no idea what the hell they are. But yeah, so I'm back to a place where I've been to several times. Obviously, you probably will recognize it. I think I was here like, I don't know, like a week and a half ago or something like that. But yeah, so we're gonna do it a little bit different this time. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually hike into the forest.
Pushing deeper as the light faded. Sound started coming from the trees behind him. Rhythmic, steady, not animals. Whatever was back there moved like a person.
Just cold so far. What the hell was that? That was a really weird sound. Is there somebody behind me? They're coming down the trail making some weird sounds. I don't see anything.
Then he started finding things. A jar with some kind of foamy liquid inside. Right next to it, a doll's head sitting in a ring of hair ties with clumps of actual human hair all around it. Not doll hair. Human.
What the hell is that? Okay. What am I looking at right now? Looks like you? There's like hair or the head or something attached to it. Or maybe not. Well, there's hair, but there's no head. Okay, that's really creepy.
Things got worse near the creek. He found a 4x6 photo and a handwritten letter. Someone writing that a man named Jack had gotten in the way and had been forced to pay the price.
What the hell? Who the hell are these people? Okay, that's creepy. I don't like finding photos of people in the forest. Just saying. Mainstays, 4x6 inch. Oh crap. What the hell? Jack got in my way, so I got in his way. The way of my way is clear. I will not stand for anyone standing in my way. After several months, I finally got the courage to send her another letter. I told her how much I loved her and want her. I think she got a little scared. I'm sorry, so sorry. I know I'm ugly, but I love you. I also keep hearing something down there. I told her Jack was in the effing way.
The light was almost gone when he spotted a figure in all black standing still in the shadows, watching him. A scream rang out somewhere deeper in the trees. He wasn't being followed. He was being surrounded.
I think I'm just going to start turning back, because F it, that's why. Alright, we've got some signage down here. kind of annoys me because I've been trying to get here in daylight and just can never seem to get here on time. I think I just saw somebody. What the hell was that? Looked like somebody in all black. Hello? So to me, oh yeah, look at that. Damn, there's a trail. I don't know, I feel like this could be a trap. I just saw somebody down there. We heard weird noises, very weird items connected to other things that we found. Well, that's Bruce Trail. And then there's other side trails, so.
He ran back to his car and found a notebook propped against a tree nearby. Same handwriting as the letter. It ran 59 pages. And near the end, the writing turned to talk of taking a girl named Jen north.
But it's empty. What is that? Some random notebook, 59 pages. What? What the hell? Must fill all 59 pages. I'm still sorry. I'm still sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry, so sorry. Sorry. Hang on a second. This looks like the exact same writing as what we found on the picture. Okay, well, I'm gonna get in the car. This was not here when we started.
The black van eased back onto the road and sat there in the dark, watching him. Angelo got in, locked every door, and sat there shaking. What he'd walked through wasn't some weird prank. It was a crime scene.
Okay, it was getting a little chilly out there, and I feel like I'm kind of starting to sweat, so we all know that sweating and cold do not mix. I'd also like to point out that van is gone. At least as far as I could tell, I did not see it. So the van is gone. The bag was hanging there off of that sign or tree or whatever, and then this notebook is here. And it looks like there's a lot of stuff in here.
March 9th, 2026. Sam Bananas drove for solid hours into the frozen mountains of western Pennsylvania. Just him, no group, no backup plan. Snow had buried everything, and the cold hit like a wall the second he stepped out of the car.
Safe to say that I might have gotten myself a little bit in over my head this time. Oh man, I drove over 4 hours to get into the mountains in western Pennsylvania. There is still deep snow all over the place. I'm spending the night in a nice little first come first serve primitive campsite. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a 2-night backpacking trip heading up into the mountains, and I'm not exactly sure if I'm fully prepared for that. I'll get into that a little bit more in the video. We'll talk about that as we go forward.
He got camp set up at a primitive site, right as the sun dropped behind the trees. The Appalachians are usually the quietest place you'll ever stand. That night the silence felt different.
All right, so somebody left this branch here, and it is green. Definitely. Obviously it's dead, it's not attached to something. I don't know if it fell down or what, but I think the twigs are fine enough that I can get my fire started with this. Okay, so I put together a little guy like this, which I do think will work for our very, very first stage of getting that fire started. But then I realized that wood was super green and it's just not gonna burn. But anyway, I headed on out of the campground, across the forest road or state route or whatever it is.
He headed down one of the open trails, nothing off limits about it. A normal route through the woods. But the trees closed in fast, and the dark filled every gap between them. Something in his gut said stop, so he turned around.
And then down a little path where it says foot traffic is welcome. But I walked down that trail completely alone for a few minutes, and it's true what they say about Appalachian mountains and being out here alone.
Cars started showing up at the edge of the campsite. None of them parked. Each one just sat there with the headlights burning into the trees, watching, then crept away into the dark without a word.
Now, another thing that I haven't really talked too much about is that cars keep driving past the entrance of this campsite. Some of them are kind of hanging around and lingering, and that's something that I noticed people do a lot when you go camping. People like to kind of snoop on you and just kind of see what you're doing. Now, maybe this is just my perspective, and I might be wrong about this, but I think most of those people are just kind of curious because they like to go camping and just never got around to it, or kind of too nervous to do it, or whatever reason. But sometimes when you're out here way in the middle of nowhere, it can feel a little unnerving.
Later that night, he found fresh footprints right next to a frozen creek and stopped dead. Whoever left those tracks was out there moving through pitch black with no light at all.
Let's see. Could also be potentially easy to get lost in the middle of the night here. Right here appears to be another campsite. It's nice and cleared out. Some fresh footprints here too. So I know people are coming back in here. I think since we are in the middle of the night, and I don't know if there's people back in here camping, I don't want to bug them. I'm not going to go too much further. I'm just going to turn around and head back to my campsite.
Those headlights came back. This time they were pointed directly at him, locked on, not moving, not pulling away. Standing there in the middle of the woods with light blasting his face, something clicked. Someone knew exactly where he was.
This guy keeps coming in, pointing his headlights at me, and then backing out. I think there's 2 cars, too. I really don't know what's going on.
All right, well, that solves that mystery. There's another nice guy over here who was just coming out to park in the area, trying to figure it out. He's in a car, like a regular car, so doesn't have the clearance, but he's coming out to do the same idea that I had. He's gonna camp overnight, and then he's gonna do the trail, I think, the next day. So
Turned out to be a stranded traveler. Guy named Mark. Problem explained. Except the unease never quite left. Sam threw his gear together, got ready for the trek out, and took one last look at the tree line before he was gone.
are just really uncomfortable with that. So, but it's a nice feeling to be able to help somebody out, you know. I've been helped out about a zillion times in my lifetime, I'll tell you that. Well, I've pretty much done it. Fire's kind of dying out over there. Might sit around and have one last little brewski over there. But I think, yeah, this is pretty much...
Justin was out at Oakmont, a ghost town buried deep in the woods, frozen through. The air bit into you the moment you stopped moving. Not a sound anywhere.
Okay, hello guys. So, we are here at Elkmont. So, it's cold, but we decided to come up here. We haven't been in... Fuck, why is the light going off? We are going in the first house. Oh, Justin's here. I'm shivering. He's cold. So, let's go in shorts.
They stepped into the first cabin, and the lights cut out almost immediately. Cold pushed through the walls fast. Justin said later it felt like the place was closing in on him.
Yeah. But, so they started, like, restoring these houses here. Yeah, they've been working on them for quite a while. But, like, look at the different, just, I don't know, just how they built, like... She's in the ditch, look at the arc he did.
Looking around, he could see where someone had been laying fresh wood over the old rotting boards. He cracked a joke about black bears hiding behind the walls. The laughter didn't last.
Something about that.
That there could be a black bear on the other side of it, yeah. There is something about that.
Yeah, I didn't take into account about like wildlife and stuff. Jeez, fuck!
Sorry, Queen.
I thought you were behind me. I thought you were over here.
You don't see my light.
I don't know. I have 2 lights pointed at my face right now.
The second house was the same story. Their equipment died the second they stepped through the door. Rooms hollow, dark. The kind of dark where your brain starts filling in shapes.
There ain't no lights. Because it is cold.
Yeah, I can't feel my fingers, Kara.
Now she fucking works. Okay. Maybe she's just cold. I'm cold.
Cabin 3 sat the farthest from everything else. The floor groaned under each step. They were standing there taking in the structure when everything changed.
Okay, so we're walking into cabin number 3. And as you can see, she's fucking spooky. Also, I found out why my flashlight wasn't working. I needed new batteries. So, I haven't used it that much though. Ooh. No pets allowed. I can't come in, I'm a bitch. Look at the architecture.
Something massive slammed from deep inside the house. Not a creak, not a wall settling, a heavy, deliberate impact. Justin went completely still. Whatever made that sound wasn't a bear. He dropped to a whisper. Don't run, just go.
Okay, go. Don't run, just... Go.
Then it moved toward them. They sprinted through the dark, off the property, not stopping. Justin looked back, and it was right there at the edge of the cabin.
What the fuck? Fucking run! What the fuck? Go, 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 go. Where the fuck did he go?
I know where I'm going.
Thomas Locke from Dark Exploration Films had one thing on his mind heading into the Appalachians. A skeletal fire tower that had been sitting empty and forgotten since the 1970s. Rotting rusted, completely off any trail most people bother to walk.
Venturing on a journey never before taken, both for myself and on this channel. Hiking hours into the unknown darkness of the Appalachian Mountains to stealth camp atop a long-abandoned fire tower, last used in the 1970s.
He made the climb alone. Steep trail, pitch black. Just him and whatever was out there. Every leaf that shifted in the dark made him stop and listen. Bears and rattlesnakes were in the back of his head. But honestly, his own paranoia was louder than any of that.
So we're heading up now. Everything's pretty good. The only thing we have to look out for is rattlesnakes. Because rattlesnakes, I think, they like to come out when it's nighttime. and they blend in with the trail. And I've had instances while hiking where I came across rattlesnakes, and you could hear them before you see them, and your brain knows automatically what they are. But we have about 4 miles uphill, trying to make the most out of the daylight I do have here, because I'm gonna get kind of scared once it gets completely dark around me. But we have some time to get used to our surroundings, I guess.
This wasn't just a camping trip. Thomas had come off a brutal stretch. Lyme disease knocked him flat all summer. And then on top of that, someone tried to carjack him. Getting into the woods and doing something hard was the only thing that made him feel like himself again.
It was right behind my right shoulder, my dominant hand, so I can't really get my right hand to get it out. So it was kind of hard, and I eventually did get the tick out as soon as possible, but months later it turned out that it was Lyme disease. So that comes on way after the fact, I guess. So I ended up getting a rash coming back months later, ear infection, throat swelling up, needed antibiotics because my body was dying. That was the start of an entire journey of what this summer was. And that's just the first thing. After getting Lyme disease, I of course needed to get antibiotics. So once I was on that in the middle of the summer, the antibiotics had a very harsh reaction to the sun, so I was unable to go outside during the summer for like 6 weeks because of harsh sunburn.
Then it came into view. The tower rose up out of the darkness, all rust and dead steel against the night sky.
So here we are. We're at the fire tower. I could hear it squeaking in the wind. Alright, we're gonna go up on top of it and test it out. Looks like somebody left a fire pit too. Fires are illegal here though, so I'm not gonna be utilizing this fire pit. I'm just gonna put on some of my more protective clothes for the warmth, and just in case I fall off this thing, I have a little bit of armor. Oh no! It looks like it's locked up tight. Just kidding. There's an entire hole in the fence here. Wow, these stairs already look like they're kind of sideways.
He climbed it anyway. Rotting stairs, the whole thing. At the top, the wind was hammering the sheet metal, so hard the entire structure shook. He got flat on the plywood floor and waited for the gusts to let up.
This thing shakes a lot. Wow. That's pretty crazy. This is gonna be quite the night. Anyway, I'm just gonna try to get my bearings, let my body temperature cool down a bit because I've been hiking non-stop. And I'm about to boil some water, make my MRE in just a little bit, and just chill out. Try to get used to being up here. I don't know if I'll be able to get used to that. So I just checked on my phone, and apparently the wind is only 6 miles an hour right now. It sounds crazy. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. I'm gonna try. But it says that the wind's gonna only go down as the night progresses, so hopefully that's good. I'm gonna start unloading my bag here. I have a sleeping bag. This is good for 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius. I'm not gonna be sleeping on just...
Morning light hit, and he noticed something he had completely missed in the dark. Bullet holes. Dozens of them punched through the walls all the way around. Somebody had been using the tower as a shooting target.
I didn't even notice while I was staying in here, but this entire fire tower has been used as basically a shooting range or a target, because you could see all these exit wounds from bullets. It looks like people were shooting from the inside based on how it looks, so that's kind of weird. But I'm glad nobody used this as a shooting target as I was in it last night. That would have sucked. But there is a little bit of writing here left behind from past people.
That was enough. He grabbed his gear, went back down the shaking ladder, one rung at a time, and put his feet on solid ground. He didn't look back.
Different feeling when you wake up in the darkness and you let your eyes adjust to the light that comes through. It's really...
May 6th, 2026. Jar Bear from Exploring with Bears drove his wife Tiff deep into the New River Gorge. They hit the campsite just before midnight, out in the West Virginia mountains, where the air itself feels like something is living in it.
Welcome back to another Appalachian camping adventure. Is it Appalachian or Appalachia?
Appalachia?
Appalachian Mountains? Appalachia?
I don't know. Appalachian?
We are deep in the Appalachian Mountains.
Appalachian.
Appalachian. And I thought I just seen something moving over there.
Oh.
Did you hear that? I thought that sounded like a growl for a second. We already got dinner going. We just got here at like 11. It's super duper late. We just got done exploring Thurman, the abandoned ghost town of Thurman here in West Virginia. So right now we are deep in the Appalachian Mountains. We're going to stay the night here.
This site sat right next to an old ghost town with a rough and violent past. People have been killed there. The locals say don't go out after dark. And whatever you do, don't whistle. Jar Bear whistled anyway.
No, you're not supposed to be out at night in the Appalachian Mountains, babe.
Says who?
People from Appalachian Mountains.
Maybe they just don't want people coming to their home.
I mean, we're not going to anybody's house to camp. That is one of the things that's said, though, is like once the sun goes down, everybody get indoors. They also say not to whistle. Babe, you want to whistle?
I can't whistle.
Okay. We just broke 2 rules right there. We're out in the mountains at night, and we just whistled. Just did it again.
They had food going, smoke drifting up into the trees, and Jar Bear walked down toward the riverbank on his own. The thick brush swallowed his flashlight hole out there. Behind him, something moved in the shadows.
Oh. Something just moved up there. Man, that's so thick in some spots.
His phone went off. Tiff was texting. Something had slammed hard into the side of the truck while she was locked inside alone. She needed him back at camp right now.
All right, so Tiff just texted, and I guess something hit the truck. And she's nervous and needs me to come back right now. So, I got to get back to the truck. Babe, what happened?
It's too scary.
He got back, and they stayed close to the vehicle. A strange truck pulled into the clearing nearby, and men climbed out. No talking, no flashlights, no sound at all. They just moved through the campsite like they already knew the layout.
What are they doing? Man, is it that same?
It's the same truck.
Okay. Oh, that's creepy. What are they? Oh, now they're outside but without flashlights.
Around 3:30 in the morning, Jar Bear realized the men were right outside, circling the truck, standing just feet away in complete darkness. He didn't say a word, didn't wait to see what happened next. That engine was on, and he was out of there, driving straight out of those mountains until daylight finally came.
3:30 a.m. Tiff awoke to multiple people walking around our truck with no flashlights. Needless to say, she woke me up immediately. I didn't have time to film it, even have time to think. We jumped in the front seat. We hightailed it out of the location and drove all the way home from there with only like a couple hours of bad sleep maybe. But we did make it out.
Wyatt from Twin Paranormal walked into a remote Kentucky cabin, sitting inside one of the most talked about spots in the Appalachians. People from around there live by two rules. Don't whistle, and if something calls your name out here, you didn't hear it.
Here in a totally different state, we are in Kentucky, and behind us is a new cabin here in the Appalachian Mountains.
Not only that, the area we are in right now is also the biggest hotspot in the Appalachians.
So our research continues, and we cannot leave this cabin until tomorrow when the sun comes out.
No!
Yes, we are staying the night, and we are going to see how big this hotspot truly is. Those of you who don't know, the locals all around the Appalachian Mountains have a saying. If you hear whistling, no you didn't. If you hear your name being called, no you didn't. If you hear crying or laughing, no you didn't. No matter what you hear out here, if it sounds real, do not respond. But we are here for a totally different reason.
They rang a bell to make contact. Within seconds, something was pacing the porch outside. Heavy steps, one after another, solid enough that you could feel each one coming up through the floorboards.
Listen to the sound of this bell. Follow it. That is your sign to come. Oh, not that. That's your sign to approach. Wait, none of you guys are moving?
No, swear.
Was that upstairs or in there? What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, God.
I looked, I thought one of you were like stepping around.
I was waiting dead still for a noise, literally. Good plan.
Seriously. Did that sound like the porch?
That's so fucking loud.
Am I tripping out right now?
No.
Then a sound drifted in from outside, one long, high note moving through the frozen trees. That was exactly the sound they had been told never to acknowledge.
Things are just different.
Ever since the sun went down, honestly. Like, no BS. All, the stories we were talking about aside, it really does change. And we've had those all the way closed. That as far down as it'll go. This one closed. That one over there is broken. And that really doesn't help our case.
So there is a motion detecting device in that room that is facing completely away from any of us. Wait, guys. Was that whistling? Yeah. There was whistling out there. No way, we all just heard that. It was either whistling or like somebody crying out.
That was so long.
Remember, if you heard it, no you didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we heard that.
Oh, we did.
Imagine, grabs me. No, I don't want to imagine. How much power do you have? Was that your voice? Wait.
Right after that, their equipment crackled on, and a robotic voice came through. Never been easier. Like something out there had been waiting a long time, and this was finally its shot.
a voice. We just heard it a second time. Give it like 1 or 2 minutes. Let's see. I'm gonna say hello again. Hello? Bro, it sounds like somebody's outside by the car.
Never been easier.
Never been easier. Oh my god! This device just said never been easier.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about communicating?
The first thought that ran through my head was getting into the building.
Right.
I get it. You gotta be specific so we can understand what you mean.
Well, think about this, dude. How often does somebody just randomly come here and offer an invite for whatever's out there to come and speak?
Exactly, yeah.
I know.
Actively try to find it.
People literally go missing every single year, and we are allowing this thing.
Bro, that first word that has come out and every hair on my body is already standing up.
How many hairs do you got?
A lot.
Jeez.
If by any...
A ball rolled down from the top of the stairs on its own. They checked the hallway above. Nothing up there. Completely empty. Then the device fired off one more message. You will never be found.
The ball... None of us were moving, right? Okay, listen. I tapped on this railing. I knocked on the fucking wall.
Yeah.
It would have happened right then and there, right?
Yes.
Can we all agree?
I agree. Something's here, dude.
You guys heard that noise right before the ball started falling?
Yes.
It will never be found.
You will never be found?
Lost here? Is that what it said earlier?
You will never be found.
I'm really scared.
What the f was that?
Wait, it said George. Lost. Is there somebody upstairs?
Guys. Something was just moving in here. I swear on everything.
In here?
Yes.
Did you already make your way inside?
I'm shaking, dude. What? That was me. Did you hear that?
Yeah, the knock. Anathan. A-N-A-T-H-A-N. I don't know what that means. Never heard of that. It may be a name. I don't know. Also, I'm going to take a look at this footage. Are you guys okay with that? I want to make sure. Fuck, he doesn't really see.
I had the angle here of it, far as fuck back on the stairs. There's no way that was moving.
You were probably filming yourself before that. I don't know who you were filming. I want everybody to know that I was not doing... That camera. That camera has it. We have to look. We have to look. Nobody was moving. I'm gonna look.
Something came charging at the cabin. Fast. Heavy footsteps hammering toward the door. They shoved chairs against it and held position. 9 degrees outside. Shadows moving past every window.
My fuck god.
Dude, stop.
I'm about to have an anxiety attack.
Same, dude.
Yeah, I'm about to have an anxiety attack.
Someone just walked up to us, dude. I swear on everything.
That was so loud.
Dude, seriously?
I'm about to have an anxiety attack.
What do
I'm
we
not
do?
kidding. I'm not joking.
What do we do? That was someone. That was 100% footsteps.
That was like walking up to the door like this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like with some quickness.
Wait, did something come in?
I don't know.
Why is that doing that?
I don't know. Can you let go of that? Please.
Then voices started up outside, mimicking real people, pleading with them to step outside into the dark. Nobody moved. They stayed locked in until daylight finally came through.
You will never escape me? Come on, dude.
This is
like, at what point do we need to just like, okay, like this, bro?
Did we turn the lights back on?
Like, I'm done. I don't want to do this shit anymore. I don't want to do it.
I don't blame you. This is fucking bad.
Someone's talking.
What was that?
That was a voice. Somebody just said something.
What was that, dude?
Something just said something right outside.
I heard that.
It's time to go. Guys, we can't stay here. As much as I want to.
Oh my fuck.
I do want to, guys. I do want to. But whatever's going on right now, we've been told back to back to back to back to go.